Aloha, it's Robert Stellick with Blue Planet Surf, and today I'm going to make a little video about catching the smaller bumps to connect into the bigger ones. And a friend and really good paddler here on Oahu, Guy Pere, used a good metaphor for this. Is he calls it onramps, freeways, and then the off ramps. So that's a good way to think of it. Basically, it's kind of like when you're getting on a freeway, you can't really get on it without first getting a little bit of speed going on the on-ramp and then merging into the faster moving traffic. So here in this drone video, you can see while the smaller wind swell kind of moving a little bit to the left, and then the faster, bigger open ocean swell is kind of moving to the right. And then so you can kind of use those smaller bumps to build up some speed, and then use that speed to kind of get a glide on some of those faster moving, bigger open ocean swells, and or like a combination of the two. So basically you're always trying to find the fastest moving wave that takes you in the right direction where you want to go. So but the idea is to catch those little on-ramps first and use that speed to get a glide on one of the bigger, faster moving swells, because without the on-ramps you can't really build up enough speed to catch those bigger bumps and just paddle into them from a lower speed. So yeah, so the concept is to catch the smaller bumps, in this case in our runs, moving to the left, and then into the faster ones moving to the right. That's usually generally how it works for us, and pretty much any open ocean downwind runs have this kind of thing going on with swells coming from different directions. So unless you have a really protected waterway where all the wind's just coming from one direction, you have a really clean wind swell. Usually you have to use kind of a mix of swells to build up the speed. So I like this little video here of me following Jeff, because you can kind of see relatively while I'm kind of going to the left and then moving back to the right, trying to stay on this faster moving bump, and then as I'm coming off of it, looking for kind of an off ramp to take me back out to the left, so I can maintain the glide to get into the next one. A lot of people in the beginning only catch those on ramps, and then on the Hawaii Kai run you end up going out too far to the left, because you're only taking the slower moving ones to the left and not catching the faster moving ones going to the right. So once you figure out this concept of catching faster ones to the right, you'll end up having to go out more. But here I see an on-ramp kind of going to the left, so I'm getting on that, and then as I'm building up speed now, I switch my paddle to the left side, and I see kind of that freeway, faster moving wave kind of turning to the right. It's kind of a combination of a big swell and the back of a smaller moving one. So I kind of turn to the right into that one. I'm going to kind of go behind Jeff. You see how I'm turning to the right, and then taking some strokes to stay on that longer, faster glide, a little bit longer. And then as it kind of passes underneath me, now I'm looking for another glide on the back of the next one. And then as I'm slowing down more, I'm turning back to the left again and looking for a little off ramp. So here I see something kind of forming up in front of me. So this is kind of the off ramp. You can see that smaller wave that I'm getting behind that one. So that's going to kind of pull me a little bit out to the left again. And then switching paddles again, waiting for the next good faster moving one that's going to take me back to the right. So it's a lot of zigzagging going on. This is the same thing again in full speed. So here's the on-ramp, the goal at Black Point we're trying to go to. So so you can't just go wherever. You want to find waves that take you where you want to go. So here I see that wave going to the right. So I'm turning the board to the right, following that one, trying to stay on it as long as I can. And then as I'm slowing down, looking for an off ramp to keep my speed up, and then hopefully that'll turn into another on ramp, and I'll find another faster moving freeway without slowing down off that glide at all, and just maintaining a high average speed. And that's what it's all about, just maintaining the speed and trying not to drop off the glide too much, so that Basically the average speed is what matters, not the fastest speed you got. Here I'm catching a steeper one. I move back, trying to stay on that faster moving one as long as I can. When you're on one of those, sometimes it is worth it to just paddle and keep that speed going to stay on it longer. And then as I'm slowing down, that faster one's passing underneath me and looking for another off ramp. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Aloha.